What's up, my crypto legends? The time is ticking for Bitcoin here as we have been consolidating round about this range for a long time. Will we have this distribution event happening, breaking down here the $30,000 range successfully, or are we going to get a bounce as it is the value area low of the entire range? This is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the most important levels where you can take a trading opportunity, of course, as resistance and as support. And we also go into the lower time frames because you might think to yourself, hey, this has been boring price action. We're going to talk about what has happened in the Legends trading community because Sam, one of the coaches there, has been absolutely nailing this move that has happened in the last 24 hours that will be explained in today's episode, guys. So make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus. Let's dive in here straight into the chart here. Is this a distribution? Are we already seeing the sign of weakness at this $30,000 range? We've already had the up thrust, and after distribution, this is where the whales trap those long positions and get into aggressive short positions, and we are going to go lower in the next coming days, guys. Well, it is definitely a scenario, but we don't really care if that is going to happen. We are traders. On the lower time frames, we can get into long positions because we were aware that this is great support levels. On the other side, if we break down this support, which is very hard to short from, we're going to talk about right away of the biggest major support levels where we could get that bounce, guys. We need to have a plan and we need to get ready. But first of all, I want to let you know that we're just 24 hours away for the World Series of Trading registration, okay? Registration is going to be 2 weeks. Competition starts on the 7th of August. So we're going to have 2 weeks to register. Join my team, guys. We were ranked 20 most of the competition last year. And this year, we're going to aim for the top 10 so we can get some of the prize of the 8 million US dollar tether. Now, make sure to register on Bybit if you haven't got an account to be ready by tomorrow to join my team, which we're going to be absolutely crushing it. Now, let's go right away to the price of Bitcoin here on the higher time frames. Going to the 4 hourly first, guys. If this were to be a distribution, which there is a possibility, of course, all right, on the lower time frames, of course, we could get that drop of $1,000, maybe $2,000 going to 27K. It's definitely a possibility. So what we need to be paying attention is which is the strongest support level where we could get a reaction, check the price action, and potentially get into a trading position with very good risk management. It is as simple as that. This is what we have been doing in the Legends trading community. We'll go through that lower time frame scenario, scalp day trade that could turn into a swing trade. I'll be explaining that in today's episode, guys, just in case you do want to join the Legends trading community. Of course, I'm away visiting family. I am back home by Wednesday, gonna get ready for the Legends trading community for the World Series of Trading coming in the next couple of weeks, guys. So very excited about that. Let's go through here the most important levels that we need to be paying attention, guys. Maybe by tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. The weekend has been boring as usual. Monday, tomorrow, markets are going to start moving. If we break down, and this is a distribution event, what are the levels that we're looking for as support? Well, basically, they haven't changed. It is the $28,800 range, $29,000. That is one of the strongest levels that I do see here, that we could get a reaction. A reaction is hitting that level and having a few minutes or maybe a couple of hours, even better, at that zone for the price action to stop. That means the bulls are stopping that level and we could get a massive reversal. So that is the value area high of this entire range, okay? Round about that zone here, we have the $29,000, $28,900 range. We have a naked point of control from price action from the 21st of June, right there, where we have a nice spike volume node on the session volume profile. And that is a level where we could get a reaction and a possible bounce. We'll be waiting patiently to see what happens at that zone to see if we're going to get the price action stopping for that possible bounce and get into a long position. However, if the price does create this kind of Bart Simpson pattern and starts breaking through aggressively by the next coming days, what is the next level? What happens if we do not get this reaction, Andy, at $29,000? Well, the next biggest level is that monthly level, 27,200. which is also the 618 Fibonacci from this pivot low to the pivot high. Very, very interesting zone that we'll be also checking the reaction, guys. It's not the same talking about technical analysis on YouTube about certain levels that actually being live here in the Legends trading community, talking about the possibilities and scenarios that could happen with the guidance of being patient and what we're looking for, okay? Which I'm going to explain right away on what has happened in the last 24 hours with one of our coaches, of course, Sam, giving that incredible information. We'll go through what's happened, guys, so you can actually see what is going on there in the Legends trading community. So like I said, those are the two major levels, 27,200, very interesting level to pay attention if we were to get a $2,000 kind of capitulation drop inside of this possible distribution. On the other side, we're talking about this distribution, we're talking about lower levels. What if this zone over here is going to get a bounce? What if the value area low, this is just a bullish consolidation and we're going to have a massive bounce in the next couple of days? It's definitely a possibility. This is why we're looking for longs at this range. This is why we are getting into longs, being very, very defensive in the Legends trading community. Now, of course, why haven't we broken down already? If this is such an important support level, why haven't we capitulated? Why are we holding here for days and days? As you can see, getting higher lows and just having this consolidation that is giving us the possibility to think that this could be a small little accumulation and we are going to start pumping, all right, in the coming days. It's definitely a possibility. This is why on the lower time frames, on the 15-minute, on the 5-minute time frame, we are looking at major levels. And of course, this was called 24 hours in advance on the 21st of July, looking for the $29,650 in the Legend trading community for that possibility of a bounce. It was high confluence level, local swing failure pattern zone, where we're hitting the 618 range and could get that bounce. And this is exactly what happened. We're hitting the level, we're getting a reaction. This is good. If entered, we can be defensive, okay, and have stop loss beneath the lows here of 29,650. And this is exactly what happened. This is this price action right over here, where you create that local SFP from this consolidation and you're retracing to the 61865 range here, slightly beneath the level, and getting the bounce. That is the guidance that we do have here in the Legends trading community. And that was a longing area, okay? Now, you could be in that long position still. You could be taking profits here at the value area low of the trading range or this daily level. This is where we are getting a reaction. So why not take some off the table? This is a $300 pump. You could already make some pretty decent profits with a $300 pump here on Bitcoin. You could always leave some of that position open just in case that we are going to hold this major support zone here, all right, and get that bounce. So this is how we're doing it. This is how we're playing it. We can be in some free long trades right now because we are defensive and we are getting in at the lowest level possible. Because if this were not to be a distribution event and a huge massive bounce could happen, then of course we want to be in that long position. So we're shorting here, we're looking for longs here, very defensive and being, protective, just to manage to pay some of the fees just in case we do get stopped out at break even, and looking for that possible bounce, all right, and entering at the lower levels. Now, if we do get that bounce, guys, we want to stay extremely cautious because there is a possibility that we could be creating a lower high at this range, like I explained on latest videos, and we have been creating higher highs and higher lows on the higher time frame here, as you can see. But just the last few days, we did confirm a lower low here locally, which means that we could be creating a lower high in the next coming days if we were to pump to that $31,000 range, guys. So we want to be extremely cautious and see how we react at this level, because that could be a possible lower high and then the price will get a massive corrective move. Something that we're looking at in the Legends Trading community, guys. If you want to join, you have the link down below. If you want to be in my team at the World Series of Trading, 1 day for registration. If you haven't got a Bybit account, make sure to be ready, okay? It takes a couple of minutes to sign up. Down below in the description, you also get that insane bonus of $30,000 worth of bonus if you register with the link down below in the description, depending on what you deposit. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one.